Hey, welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Yeah, I know I just did episode 1800 not too long ago. So you would think tonight's beer I would have used for 1800 because it's a big deal beer, or at least it used to be. But I'm just shooting this on an ordinary Wednesday night. I'm not sure when I'm uploading this. But anyway, this was at one time my favorite beer of all time. And it's hopefully still good, but it's just kind of a Wednesday night beer now. So. From good old founders, the amazing Cosmickies KBS, that stands for Kentucky Breakfast Stout. The original Imperial Stout, aged bourbon barrels, ale brewed with chocolate and coffee, and it's 12% ABV. And what's interesting is that they moved the bottling date from the label on the back to it's actually printed right on the bottle. And this says March 20th, which would make it about a little less than 3.5 months old. Anyway, I know it's only a 12-ounce bottle, but I poured it into the full 16-ounce Spiegel stout glass. Not that the glassware really matters, but yeah, it's a pretty standard stout. One thing I always liked about KBS is that even though it's a strong beer, it always pours to a big head and it sticks around too. Let's look at a nice, I don't know, finger or two. Okay, wow. Very chocolatey this year. Very chocolatey. This kind of smells like a candy bar. Yeah, chocolatey. I also smell like the actual bourbon there. Just soaked up all that bourbon off the wood. Yeah, so I get just big chocolate on this one. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to sound like a broken record. I mean, it's made with chocolate, coffee, and bourbon barrel aged, and that's exactly what it smells like. I will say, I mean, it doesn't smell like super fusel or like, rubbing alcohol. It's not like burning my nose or anything. It's 12% this year, which I believe is about average. I think some years it does get up to 13 or 14, but also fact checked that. So anyways, let's dive in here. Cheers. Kind of clears the sinuses a little. Okay, right away, I did get the chocolate and the coffee, and then right after that, I get like the booziness on it, which kind of threw me off a little because it just doesn't smell boozy. It smells like a pretty standard, imperial stout, but tasting it, I get like I don't know if I go as far as say rubbing alcohol, but it definitely is like kind of intense, dry sensation. Like I said, it kind of clears the sinuses. It's quite bitter too. I didn't really pick up on the hops on the nose. I still don't, but they're there. It's I don't know. I probably got like pretty piney hops, piney or earthy, maybe floral. Yeah, probably floral. Very intense. Kind of bitterness to offset the sweetness from the chocolate and the coffee, and just like the rich malt base here. Actually, I think the coffee would do a little bit of the balancing as well. Yeah, in previous years, this was like really fudgy, and this year it seems a little bit more like it's a difference between like gourmet fudge and like vending machine chocolate. And the 2025 edition is kind of like in the vending machine kind of chocolate taste. What's a little disappointing is, and I think I'm going to blame the alcohol on this one, is even though it's like, I would definitely call it sweet up front, it's not cloying. Definitely not cloying. It can't be, because that 12% it comes in there and just dries everything out. Like it's oddly, like you would think like you would have like a sticky, sweet, rich aftertaste, but you really don't, because like I said, that 12% comes in, just mops everything up. Yeah, if I really concentrate, I get like the actual taste of the actual bourbon. I can actually taste the barrel character as well. Nice woody character. The more I drink, the less the chocolate is prominent. I think like the coffee, does a lot of the balancing here. So it's like giving like this, like just like the raw, just like a deep roast coffee sensation. If you ever drink black coffee, that's kind of like the taste on here. That 12% does linger in the throat. It's definitely pretty warming. It's actually it's a little disappointing because I remember last year this thing was like super complex and rich, and this year this year's is definitely a little bit more simple. This is kind of like right to the point. I would say the mouthfeel is obviously, I don't know. I mean, it's full, but it's not super thick and full. Goose Island, Bourbon County, and some of the others that I've had, like Revolution Brewing, those things were just like, melted fudge. And this one is more of just a traditional like imperial stout. Like I said, medium full, maybe full body. Carbonation probably moderately low. This doesn't have like that kind of. I think a lot of that has to do with the alcohol, because it kind of comes in and just dries everything out. So you're not getting like I wouldn't call this silky. This isn't silky, or like certainly not like in the milkshakey realm either. I mean, I will say it's smooth. It's not creamy. Yeah, it's smooth. This is actually for 12%. This is actually pretty easy to drink, at least for me. Like if this was your first 12%er, this might be a little challenging, especially considering how hot it is, literally. So yeah, I like it. I don't love it. It's definitely not as good as years past. I mean, sometimes it's just the bottle, but this is solid. I don't know, 8.5. I think 8.5 is good. I mean, with KBS, you're always going to get a good, very good product at least. But it's not that I think this beer has lost its cachet. It's just, I don't know. Maybe they're not trying as hard or something. I don't know. Yeah, so 8.5 for Founders KBS 2025 Vintage. I mean, I still definitely recommend it, and I might go grab another one next time I'm at Total Wine. So anyway, watch all the way in. You're already awesome. I will see you guys for Tuesday Night Beer School. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.